Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome into another live stream here in the KOIN Now digital booth. Going to give you the forecast for our first day of October and a peek at the month ahead. Again, a new season. October officially kicks off, or unofficially kicks off, the rainy season here in Portland. So even though we're under sunshine today, do expect to see a lot more stormy weather as we head into this part of the year. So here's a look at the weather topics today. We are expecting warm, sunny weather today. Should be another beautiful start to the month here. And Tuesday, take a look at the KOIN Tower camera. Beautiful sunshine already as we kick off this morning. This week again stays mainly dry. We're expecting very pleasant weather here. I think we're getting so spoiled with the forecast right now. And I think we need it. You know, the summer was so incredibly hot, and it feels like we always skip out on spring. We might go from very rainy through April, May, and then right into heat by June. So it's nice to get this stretch of days where it's really sunny out and really pleasant. We're going to sit in the 70s. And again, that continues for at least the next week or so in Portland. Now, there's no major rain in sight, maybe a few showers on Friday, which we'll talk about. But again, a look at some seasonal conditions as we head into this part of the year and October. So let's get started here. So just to look back at September, we capped off the month yesterday and we were we were warmer than normal. Average high temperatures running about 1.5 degrees warmer than normal. And we saw a triple digit day. That was on the 5th. When we hit 102 degrees, just insane temperatures, and we sat in the 90s too. So really wrapping up our August and heading into September with a lot of heat. We did see a good chunk of days in the 70s and the 60s, and then a lot of heat to wrap up September itself too. So just incredible heat. And in terms of rainfall, we were really dry. We also increased our drought across the summertime, and now about 61% of Oregon is in some form of drought due to the lack of rainfall over the summer season here and in September. We only saw about 3/4 of an inch of rain in Portland, where we take our official measurements here in the city. And that was about half of the amount of rain that we tend to see in this month. So we are at a deficit. The new water year always kicks off on October 1st. So we're just starting a new water year. And on average, we get about 30 inches of rain here in Portland, maybe 35 inches. And we'll see what we get this year with a La Nina on the way. That tends to bring in some rainier and cooler than normal conditions across our winter season. So let's fix the drought. Let's get more rain. Let's bring in more storms. I would expect to see a lot more of that as we head into the fall and winter seasons. Okay, again, a look at some more stats. This was also the warmest September, the second warmest September on record, going back through 1940. 2022 takes the cake of the hottest September on record. So pretty impressive. The triple digit day really helped. And those days in the 80s and the 90s too really cranked us up there into the record books. So goodness, it would be nice to get some cooler days. I'm sure a lot of you folks really want the sweater season, you know, a little more rain, break out the coats, the jackets, and all the cute outerwear. So we'll get there. We'll get there. What to expect this October? Average daytime highs in the mid 60s. So average afternoon highs here tend to start in the lower 70s at the start of the month. By the end of the month, our average afternoon highs are in the upper 50s. So we drop nearly 15 degrees across the month. This is one of our fastest cooling months. Overnight temperatures in the upper 40s. We've been getting that these last few mornings. We'll likely see some chillier starts too. So this is the time of the year to start grabbing that coat as you're heading out the door in the mornings, because you'll want it. You'll really feel that chill in the air. And in terms of rain, we expect to see about 3.5 inches of rain in October here in Portland. And October, unofficially the kickoff to rainy season. We just tend to see a lot more rain going into the winter season here. You can see it with our normal monthly rainfall across the year. So we're at October right now, about 3.5 inches of rain. November and December and January, very rainy typically in Portland, where we get about 5 or more inches of rainfall. And December, fun trivia question, that is the rainiest month of the year. So we will see what happens this year in terms of snow and icing. Usually we get a little more action after the new year, and with a La Nina in place, goodness, we will see. I think we're overdue for maybe some windy conditions this year. And I think we're overdue for a quiet winter. So I'm hoping nothing, unfolds this winter season and we just get some colder days that are a little more relaxed and not as intense or crazy as the ice storm we got last year and the massive snowstorm we got 2 years ago. Would love to see a quiet winter. So we will see what happens as we head our way into the winter season. So here's a look at the precipitation outlook for October. This is across the entire U.S. It does look very dry across portions of the central U.S. For our region, we actually have equal chances for rain and dry. So no real input there. Again, average is 3.5 inches of rain. So this outlook is showing we'll likely see conditions right around that amount of rain, maybe more normal rain for the month. In terms of our temperatures, take a look at the U.S. here, and likely warmer than normal conditions possible for much of the central to the western half of the United States. Now take a look at the Pacific Northwest. We're also looking warmer than normal for October, and that will likely have happened due to the warmer days we have for the first few weeks of October, including today. Our temperatures looking ahead this week are mainly going to stay in the 70s, which is above normal. So I think we're going to keep this warmer than normal pattern for at least the 2 weeks, which might influence the entire month's outlook. But you know what? We'll take it. It is just so beautiful out there, and temperatures in the upper 70s, maybe touching the 80s, or just sitting somewhere in the 70s are so pleasant, even though they are above normal. So it is great to see this in the forecast, especially at this point in the year. If it were, like July, that would be a little concerning. Above normal in July kind of means 90s, triple digits, but in October, above normal means very pleasant weather. So yeah, it looks pretty nice as we look ahead here. Quick check of the satellite and the radar. Really quiet weather over the Pacific Northwest too. There is that big swirl, which you can see in the Gulf of Alaska. And that is a very deep low that is churning and pushing into areas of British Columbia. So we likely won't see any impacts from that part of this storm, but a weak front may roll in tonight and bring in some more clouds, maybe a few areas of sprinkles for portions of the coast range, maybe the Cascade foothills, but not expecting any rain from that system. And in general, this is our look at rain chances for the next 10 days. Look at all the dry time. It just looks fantastic for us here in the PNW and in Portland. We're dry today, likely dry through Thursday. Friday may be our next chance for a few measurable rain showers where we could see a few hundredths of an inch of rain in Portland. So we'll keep our eyes on that. It is still several days out where the forecast can adjust, and we may see a little more rain coming. We may see it completely remove itself from the forecast, or we may see the timing of it adjust. So we'll keep our eyes on that pattern, but another dry, beautiful weekend. These are just the days to get outside and take advantage of this pleasant weather. Like go out and play golf, get some exercise in, hit the park with the kids, go on those walks, or get some house errands done. Just some beautiful conditions now in the area. So here's our future cast again, tracking some of the sunshine, the clouds rolling in, and any rain showers. Now, I do think the coastline, as this weak front shifts in throughout the afternoon, we might see a few showers popping up in the Seaside, Astoria area or portions of the coast briefly, maybe this afternoon to around dinner time. This front is slowly moving in, and as it works its way over the coast range, it likely will clean out or really use up all of its moisture. So we likely won't get much rain in Portland specifically. That's due to the rain shadow effect as this front lifts up over the coast range. But more clouds might roll in as we hit the evening and overnight. And some spotty drizzle then possible in the foothills of the Cascade as this continues to shift east and out the door. We'll see some cooler temperatures tomorrow as a result of this front. So we'll go from the upper 70s today to maybe 70 degrees tomorrow. So really just cooler conditions and a few clouds coming for us with the weak front tonight and overnight. Wednesday afternoon, right back under the sun, and Thursday, high pressure starts to build briefly, and we'll see more sunshine too. We then get to Friday, and there is that next front that rolls in. It is a weak one, and I do think this model is kind of overdoing it visually on how much rain we could see here, but a chance for some scattered showers is possible for the region as that weak front rolls in. So we're going to keep our eyes on the timing of it and how much rainfall. Most models right now are showing very little rain. Here's two models there, the GFS, the American model, and the ECMWF, which is the European model, but very strong models that we use often, showing very low amounts of rain through Friday. So I wouldn't worry about the rain. We could see a few light scattered showers. And again, it is still a little uncertain at this point in the week, but something that we'll watch as we head into Friday. So today we're back in the upper 60s to low 70s for the coastline. Again, a chance for some afternoon light showers or sprinkles possible, and clouds on the increase heading into today. But a beautiful first half of the day expected out there. We then, let me go back and look at Portland. Here we go. For the valley today, we're expecting the upper 70s. A chance that maybe a few spots, maybe Salem hits 80 today and all the sunshine. Just a beautiful warm day. It was a little breezy yesterday, but those winds should lighten up through much of today. And again, give us some very pleasant conditions to be outside. So go outside, take advantage of it. The corn maze forecast. Again, a lot of the pumpkin patches now open. You can go out and pick your own. I was just at the pumpkin patch at Savi Island there. They have the big corn maze, and the pumpkins, there's so many. They're so abundant. They're so orange, and it's really fun. It wasn't too busy on a weekday, so if you have the chance to get out there during the week, do so. I'm sure it just completely packs by the weekend. And I will say the food was amazing, and it was also really cheap. I bought a hot dog for a friend and a cheeseburger for myself and expected to shovel over $30. It was very cheap. It was an affordable $13, and I also got a drink. So go out there. And they also have a lot of other snacks and a fun market. So there's so much to do out at the corn maze or the pumpkin patch. And we'll see some nice days today and Wednesday to get out there. So go have some fun, fall into all of the festivities right now. It is just going to be some beautiful weather for us to do so. Again, today a little warm in the upper 70s. If you're out there in the sunshine at the pumpkin patch, it will feel hot, so there's no need for a jacket this afternoon. Tomorrow, likely some morning clouds, and then we will be a little cooler in the upper 60s. That'll feel wonderful. So sunglasses needed. I would still maybe wear some sunscreen. I feel like I got a little toasty yesterday afternoon. So just keep that in mind and enjoy it. Just some great conditions here to get in all of the fall activities. So here is a look at the 7-day forecast. We're in the upper 70s today. That weak front moves in overnight. We're likely dry, but clouds on the increase. And tomorrow, the result of the front tonight will be some cooler conditions. So expect highs around the 70s tomorrow, low 70s. We then get to Friday, we warm right back up, very pleasant in the mid 70s. And then Friday is that chance for some showers right now. 30% chance, very scattered showers and likely on the lighter side of things. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Then this weekend, absolutely gorgeous. Just make those outdoor plans. I can't say it enough. It is going to be so nice. This is my favorite kind of weather here, where it's just so pleasant and quiet and lovely. So enjoy it. Be safe out there. I will catch you tomorrow morning on KOIN 6 News from 4:30 to 7 a.m. Then on the CW from 7 to 9. We've got Josh Cozart tonight, at noon. And then I believe we have some breaks in our evening newscast due to the vice presidential debate. So we may not have any shows tonight. So keep watching KOIN.com, and we'll update you as we go on Friday's rain. But take care and have a fantastic afternoon today.